It's the grandstand. We're back. I'm here. This is F Knowles. I'm here with P Money. What's going on?
Hey man, doing well. It's sunny in Paris, but unfortunately not everywhere in Europe right now.
Oh, this is the first emergency podcast episode we've ever done, and it's because we have a canceled race this weekend.
Yeah, unfortunately, I will refer to it as Imola Grand Prix because I don't remember the exact paragraph that's used for the official race name.
Takes 15 seconds to say
Yeah.
the name of the race.
But Imola has been canceled due to extreme weather conditions in Emilia Romagna. So we will not be going to Imola this weekend. The teams are actually still there, but they have to figure a way out, and huge prices for the local authorities. So I think it's a good call.
I don't think anybody would disagree that it's a good call. I mean, they had to evacuate on Tuesday and then ultimately cancel the race on Wednesday. And here we are on Thursday contemplating what we're going to do with our weekend.
Right. Which is a luxury in itself.
Yeah, in itself. Yeah. I mean, the flooding looks very serious. And yeah, I think Formula One, we often criticize certain decisions, but this was the right one. People are over everything, and good on them for making the decision.
Right. And as you know, Imola has a big history in F1, kind of saw the darkest weekend in modern F1 history in 94. And I think it was the right call. And actually, I will give a big ups to Formula One for making the decision in advance and not waiting too much. At first, you could tell they wanted to do everything to make it happen, which is normal, and they probably didn't see the weather evolving the way it did. And once they realized it wasn't going to be possible, they didn't waste too much time. And I feel like there weren't too many of those discussions in the background money wise. It's just that, all right, safety, we have to cancel this. Money is not important for this one.
What I think I saw, and you tell me if you agree, but I think at the end of the day, what we did see is that while money is it's almost the most important thing in Formula One, and safety over everything. And I think that's the core tenet of the sport, and they showed it this week. And I have to commend the FIA, Formula One, the teams for making that decision. I love all the tributes that have been made by the teams.
Yep.
In Italian and French and English. It reminds me of why I love this sport, honestly.
Yeah, and it also is a good reminder of how close knit of a family F1 is. We usually see that, especially towards the end of the year, with all of them coming together and partying after the year's done. Doesn't matter if there was a lot of on-track battles, but F1 is known for just coming together the whole year. It's a traveling circus, F1. This is one of those times where solidarity's there, and yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, man, I'm tearing up thinking about this.
Yeah, and you know what? You know what? Stefano Domenicali, he's from Imola. He grew up there, so
Is he?
yeah, he wasn't gonna fuck around, especially
Well, yeah.
safety-wise, because he probably has family and loved ones that are suffering. So good on him taking that decision quickly, and good on F1. I think they might have learned a little something from maybe a little weekend in Belgium in 2021, where they went ahead with the race anyway. This time, I think there might be some better outcome for fans, but we'll see.
Well, no fans were standing in the rain this time.
Exactly. At least, yeah, no cars were stuck and had to be taken out with tractors. Well, for F1 purposes, at least, I think they will be for just general population, local population. Yeah. Do you want to know the last time a race was canceled?
I feel a stat coming.
Yep.
Or a fact. I don't know.
A fact. It's a fact. I like my facts too. The last time a race was canceled, and not due to COVID, obviously, because that's the big one. It's the obvious one. Was back in 2011, the Bahrain Grand Prix. Reason being political unrest.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Back in the Vettel domination era.
Wow. That was in the early days of Bahrain when there's a lot of criticism about Ecclestone.
Yeah.
Deciding that we're going to have a lot more races in places where, things are a little curious.
Yeah.
Human rights violations.
I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
In case Bahrain wants to sponsor us one day.
Yeah. But
yeah, that was the last time.
Wow. That's a stat fact.
Yeah.
Brought to you by P Money himself.
You want another stat or fact is that Ferrari and so we have Ferrari, Alfa Romeo, and of course Alfa Tauri are the most local ones. Alfa Tauri, they're literally down the road, and they saw this coming even back on the last weekend 2 weeks ago. They saw the weather coming, and obviously their factory has been impacted. Sending our thoughts for them, and also Scuderia Ferrari donated €1 million to the efforts
That's
there.
wow, that's awesome.
That's big.
Yeah. I guess that's one of the just I don't want to comment on the environmental and human impact that the weather's having in that region, but I think that's not our place here on the grandstand. But I am curious to know, and maybe we explore this on another episode, but how teams deal with this when a race is canceled, and especially for a smaller team like Haas, or a team who's maybe not as financially liquid as, like, say, a Mercedes versus a Williams, right? What happens there, right? Because each team is impacted the same way, but each team has
Mm.
a certain amount of money within their budget. I'm sure it's budgeted for, and they have insurance to cover it. It's one of those things that I would love to know more about.
That would be a very interesting thing to look into. Also, it's one race less that you have for all your suppliers, right?
Right.
Catering, everything.
Well, all those sponsors on the race title,
Right.
Qatar Airways and Made in Italy.
In the made in Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all the catering, all that stuff, so that's huge. I mean, F1 is a huge enterprise. Also on the sporting side, it takes away one weekend of running for the engines. So what happens, now? Can teams push those engines a bit more since they're going to be saving up on mileage basically this weekend?
Well, a lot of new parts. I mean, the implications on I don't think there's huge implications on the title, but I think for that P2 constructor spot, there could be some big implications, because Mark was saying they were bringing updates, but we'll see what happens in Monaco. I think the biggest thing here is that F1 made the right decision, not only for themselves but for the people of Emilia Romagna, and I've got a little Italian I'm going to try here. I nostri pensieri, le nostre preghiere con tutti. How's that?
It's the thought that counts, Knowles.
Sorry for my shitty Italian.
Yeah, well, thoughts and prayers for everyone out there.
That's what that means, by the way.
Yeah, I think I deciphered as much. We'll work on the pronunciation for Monza. How about that?
Yeah. Sorry.
That really sounded like Brad Pitt
Scusa.
in Inglourious Bastards. Buongiorno. This is the grandstand. Oh,
grazie. Oh man.
Well, good luck to everyone that's out there that was traveling there, and hopefully no one's stuck out there. And obviously we'll be around for next week's big preview episode for Monaco. I think we'll also touch upon a bit of Indy qualifying, because that's what we'll have this weekend.
Yep, and yours truly will be at the race, so
that's right.
We'll have a little some live takes, a lot of Roman Grosjean commentary.
Oh yes,
I love a lot when I'm at Indy. It's my personal favorite. Though Marcus Ericsson won last year's Indy 500, so there's a lot of former F1 and F2 drivers in the mix in IndyCar right now. So
that's right. Looking forward to it.
I am too. But thoughts and prayers with everybody in Emilia Romagna, and we will see you for Monaco next week.